Hey guys, what's going on? Nivens here. Time for your weekly rock wind-up, the first for the month of July. And while Gene Simmons will still proclaim that rock is dead, Breaking Benjamin proved him wrong this last week as they hit number one on the Billboard 200 album charts for their debut of the release of their latest album, Dark Before Dawn. They moved something like 141,000 units, which is their best ever. Now, I will understand. I do get a little bit about what Gene is saying in regards to like rock having a hard time keeping talent sustained because of the fact that, the market isn't really what it used to be, especially in the 90s when people used to buy CDs like crazy. But then again, the record labels were making so much money on $20 CDs, and then we realized we could just steal that because the record labels were kind of f***ing us over anyways. But then we got big into the whole vinyl movement, so that's really kind of helped album sales and rock stay alive. But then you have to take into consideration about the fact that like the giant gap between the minimum wage versus a living wage, and how the fact there's not a whole lot of disposable income, especially for people in the rock world that like to buy albums and such. Nonetheless, congratulations, Breaking Benjamin. Well, it was announced this week that Rob Zombie will be joining an elite cast that includes, but not limited to, Metallica, Kiss, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, and that they're going to be making a Rob Zombie pinball machine. So if you're a gamer in that regards, I guess it's Spooky Pinball. There's only going to be about 300 of them made, and they'll be shipped out first part of 2016. And if you were wondering if Knotfest would return in October, that is correct. On the 25th and 26th, the 24th and 25th, I'll read it off from here because there's a whole bunch of bands. I don't want to skip some of the good ones. Obviously, Slipknot's going to be there. Judas Priest, Korn, Mastodon, Clutch, Trivium. Who else? Body Count, which sounds like a lot of fun. Suicidal Tendencies, All That Remains, Helmet, Snot, Red Fang, and the list kind of goes on and on from there, and there's going to be plenty more that are announced. Go to knotfest.com. It'll take place once again in San Bernardino, California. And it is a short week, so we'll go ahead and round up your weekly rock wind-up with some of the new music announcements going on. As you probably have heard, Manson and Jonathan Davis talking about getting back together and working on some new stuff, collaborating on something. Manson, I don't know if it's a ruse or not, saying it might be acoustic, might even be in a different genre, like country. After marketing successfully the ironic Indians bourbon, Anthrax going to be putting out The Devil You Know, priced at $59. Looking forward to trying that one. And not so much about new music, but just an announcement about a personal appearance. Metallica's Kirk Hammett will be showing up at the Comic-Con International in San Diego later on this month. Of course, that's just a massive, huge Comic-Con. So if you're heading out that way, let me know how it goes. I'd like to check that out sometime. I'm Nivens. Thank you very much for tuning in to your weekly rock wind-up. Speaking of Metallica, happy birthday to you, drunk and retired Captain America. I wore this shirt today just for you, Princess. I'm sure the proctologist told you you're number one. Have a great weekend. Have a good 4th.